Do you ever wake up and feel like you should be further ahead by now? That's something that I know all too well. You know, you're watching all these people go on vacations. I mean, here I am, I'm in San Diego, right, filming this. But you're watching all these people go on vacations and you kind of hate them a bit for it. Kind of, just a little, let's be real here. Or, you know, you really want to celebrate people's success, but you're like, why can't I do it? I have what it takes. I know I know I have the hustle. You know, I know I have the willpower. I know I'm willing to put in the work, but I'm not further ahead. You know, it's really, it's a real scenario that we have, and really we just want to be there. We just want to be there. And I know that too well because in 2016 and 2017, I made about, my income in my business was about $15,000 a year. And I worked, waiting for it to open up. And you guys, it was super frustrating because I started this whole business in the name of my mother. So my mother was 56. My sister and I cared for her on her deathbed. And at the time, I had a cushy government job. I had a mediocre relationship. And my mom was 56. And she passed away looking at me. I'm serious. Her gaze is ingrained in my head every time I think of her, and every time I know that I need to put this purpose out into the world. So there I was. My mom had died. I was driven. I knew that life was short and I really needed to work with people and show them that too, and make sure that everybody really actualize their purpose too and live their best life, because that's essentially what I learned. Oh my goodness, live your best life, because you never know when it's going to end, after watching my mom die. So what did I do? I broke up with my long-term boyfriend. I quit my job and I started this business, and I spent 2.5 years really struggling and working hard and working long hours. And that was my journey. And then there was one month where it just, everything came down the tubes, you guys, everything. A $10,000 lawyer's bills, 3 mortgages due that month, plus on top of that I had all my living expenses I had to pay. Like I think it came up to like $13,000 or $14,000 that I owed that month. So I hustled hard, you guys. I was so scared. It was like someone put a gun to my head, right? And I hustled. You know, I did things like I went and mimed on the street and handed out tarot cards for money. I did card readings. I sold all my shit. I contacted everybody who, owed me money. And then I rented out my main suite, you guys. I rented out the place I lived in. Moved into my basement, like the corner, the dungeon. And watched strangers come into my house and live in my space that I felt like I deserved. It was really hard on me. And guess what? I ended up making $10K in a month and a half. Pushing through my fear and believing in myself. So that's one thing I have to tell you guys who are hustling. Keep on going. Believe in yourself. Because if you believe in yourself, it will open up. And it's funny because right when we're about to give up, because that was right about the point when I was going to give up, you hustle, push past your fear, and that's when things open up. That's one tip. Keep on pushing past your fear, guys. Keep on hustling, keep on pushing past your fear, keep on believing in yourself, even when no one else does. Because all you got is yourself. Okay, so that's my story. And so I made $10K in a month and a half, and I was, so scared. Oh my goodness, if I can do that once, I could probably do it again. And the fear of success really scared me. The fear of money scared me. I grew up to a truck driver and a hairdresser. I didn't grow up with a lot of money. The fear of money. Actually making money, what happens when I'm successful? So then I got into that fear. And I'm here to tell you today, if you are actualizing your purpose, one way you can fast track that is you need support. And why do I know that? Because after that 10K month and a half, I went and hired a coach. And yes, you know what? I had a mastermind. My coach supported me. I got guidance, but I did the work. I did. So I credit myself, and I had support. So this is my invitation to you guys, because you just heard my story. And, you know, if you relate to it, if this is something that resonates with you, if you're in this sort of situation, you can't do it alone. You can't. You need support. And, you know, it was the best investment that I made. You know, I doubled my income that month and the next month. And here I am today, living out my purpose, what my mom did in her death stare. I'm actualizing the dream. No person should be living a mediocre life. And you're doing a disservice to your future clients. I couldn't imagine if I wouldn't be doing this job. I have helped tons of people in their relationships, in their purpose. And I wouldn't be doing that if I didn't push through my fear and keep on going and hired some help. And now I'm a strong believer that I will always be a student. I'm always going to have a mentor. I'm always going to hire a coach, because now I understand the value. And here in San Diego, that's one thing I've been realizing. I'm surrounded by wealth. And knowledge is lovely. So I'm here to invite you, if you are serious about getting your purpose out into the world, if you are serious about stopping living a mediocre life and it's time to set high standards, whether that be a new relationship, actualizing your purpose, finally loving yourself, stepping into who you are, clearing your chakras, because that's where spirituality and logic meet, then I want to talk to you. It's a free call. You guys, you get to talk to a human, you get to talk to me. They're one of my favorite things. It's how I close my giving and receiving loop. So for serious people, I do want to talk to them. I want to talk to you. If you're serious, I want to talk to you. And what do we do on the call? Well, we go through, this is like a free coaching session. We go through what's keeping you stuck. What is stopping you really from actualizing your dreams and your purpose? And what is stopping you from setting high standards? What's blocking you from getting the exact life you want? That's what we talk about. So identify the blocks so that we can give you clarity. Okay? Clarity on moving forward. So that's what you get. So either way, it's a huge value for you. You get clarity on what's keeping you stuck and moving you forward. And if you're the right fit, I may invite you to join me in my Mastermind program. And I only accept 3 people per week because I don't want to overload my mastermind. All my clients need attention, and not everyone's a match. And, you know, that's what I want to do. Attention to the client. So I only accept 3, and we get 3 applications a day on average right now. So I want to talk to you. If you're ready and serious, let's identify your blocks. Let's give you clarity on moving forward. Comment I'm in below, and we'll hook you up. You get to talk to me. All right? Mwah. Goodbye, all you beautiful, purposeful, driven masters. Get out there and create. Bye-bye for now.